Hi, see you at church. It's Manuel, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and put that little hand up and leave a message. Tell me what you think of the conversation that I'm about to have. Well, I just saw the Jubilee and didn't like it. They invited from different ages on gay characters who none of them really, and it sounds horrible to say this, but we worked hard to get rights for gay people, and they don't tend to appreciate all the work. They're like, oh, well, whatever, whatever. And I think to myself, you mean we killed ourselves and fought for these different rights, and then these kids don't appreciate it? Oh, goodness gracious. And I guess it's probably because they're already there. They don't appreciate it like we do because we didn't have those rights. And a lot of people say, well, Manuel, you look straight, you act straight, you actually, were hiding yourself. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. I'm not an effeminate gay, never have been effeminate, never will be. I've all of a sudden gotten used to cosmetics and makeup and everything, and I might try to see how to do that. But I've always been that way. I took theatrical makeup when I was in college because it would fit in the degree I was going for. I was going for fashion design and fashion merchandising. And if you make your own clothes and everything, you do have to make the models walk down. And if you want a certain look and the person isn't doing it, if you know how to do it, you can, go over and make the makeup on the person for them. But that's beside the point. Um, I've never really thought about it because I am who I am. A lot of people are saying, well, you're not born that way. Sorry, born that way. Um, Always found women attractive, but didn't want to be with them physically, really. I wanted to have children. I was hoping to. I prayed, like they say, prayer can, faith and prayer can move a mountain. And let's just put it like this, with all the prayer I've done, all the mountains should be moving around. And, but though I've always been myself, except for when I tried to force to become a straight man. And it didn't work because I was born gay, not, oh, I'm making a choice. No, I'm not making a choice. It's just who I am. I'm not an effeminate man, so it's just who I am. I didn't have to worry to hide that and all that stuff. The point is some people are bullies, and the bullies always seem to be, you know, trying to take the attention off of themselves because they're gay. That's what I found out because I saw that guy way later and he was gay. And I'm like, what an asshole. He took out his frustration for being gay out on me because we more or less can tell who's who. And it's just really sort of jerks out there. And I remember fighting for our rights, going to meetings and everything. And guy goes over to me and says, "You're sitting in the wrong area." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he says, "All the straight people are over there." And I said, "Oh, thank you. Now, could you get the fuck away from me?" And I'm like, jerk. And I went and sat down and we tried to get a bill put out so that significant others have rights. So if you're with a certain person for a while and something happens, you have the right to be there and you can make decisions for that person. It's like you're married, but you're not. And at that point, there wasn't marriage yet. So we needed that. But it was also available to straight people. And the bill got kicked to the side and we're leaving, and there's this idiot with his girlfriend going out, "We won, we won." I said, "No, idiot, you lost." He goes, "What?" I said, "You came with her parents, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "And they don't like you, do they?" He goes, "Well, not really." And I said, "Well, surprise, surprise, you lost." And he says, "How did I lose?" And I said, "Easy. Let's say, by God forbid, you and your friends go in a car to party. You're all in a crash. They die. Your girlfriend gets put in a coma. You're sitting there holding her hand all night long. And your parents talk you into going home, taking a shower, maybe taking a nap, and coming back. You do that. And when you come back, you find her room empty. You go ask, "Where is she?" Because you're not family, and because this bill doesn't get a chance to see the light of day, you don't get that answer. They say, "Are you family?" You go, "Well, I'm her boyfriend." Well, you're not family. So now you get no answers. You don't know that they flew her away in a helicopter. They moved to another location and they're going to live there, and the doctor's going to try to bring her out of the coma. You don't get any of that information. All you get is a finger in your butt, and you can go to hell because they don't like you. And you have no rights because the bill that would have given you the rights will not see the light of day. And he went, "No, no, no, that's not what." I go, "Yes, it is. That's why we're fighting for it. Because whether you're gay, straight, black, white, anything, you have to have the rights other than family member. And if you're with them, and if the parents don't like you, they don't have to tell you anything. Even if the child is not a child, if you're not married, you have no rights." And his eyes got really big. So I said, so I recommend you make sure neither of you go into a coma because you have no rights to each other until you're married. And their eyes get big. And I'm like, you won. And to me, it's just how stupid people are. You don't think. And the kids today, they don't know anything about that. They don't even know what the pink or black triangle is. A lot of people don't even know what the black triangle is. And or the pink triangle. Originally, Jewish people were getting killed by the Nazis, and they were putting a Star of David on the shoulder. So what they did, the Nazis, is they took the Star of David and they broke it into two triangles. One going down, which is black, and they put those on the lesbians. And the one triangle going up, which was painted pink and put on the gays. Then they were taken to the concentration camps and were killing them. They were killing the gays, whether you were Jewish or anything. You got a triangle, you're gonna die. And that is what it was. And as taking that back and turning it into a strength of fighting back, not hiding anymore, you wear your triangle. And that's why lesbian women sometimes have a black triangle painted on their shoulder, and men have a pink one. And then you have what happened in New York. And a lot of people tell all these different stories because they're trying to color it one way and they try to make it different. And I was told, because he was there, he said at the moment what was happening was the police and Christians were killing drag queens and gays. And on the day of Stonewall, they had gotten tired of it. They took off their heels, put their hands in, knowing that they were going to get harassed again. They picked up bricks. They made Molotov cocktails. They got ready. Here comes the vans. And they threw the Molotov cocktails at the vans, not letting the police get out. They threw bricks. They had their high heels, spike stilettos on their hands, and they started using those to protect themselves against the police. They were drag queens who started the fight, and others joined because they had just heard one of their sisters had been killed. And they started to fight back, which then turned into the Stonewall riots and became huge. And a lot of people started to fight back. Then we started our prides, trying to get people to notice us. We stop hiding. And a lot of misnomers went around and they started doing the dumbest and the meanest thing. They started telling people who was gay, which you have the right And you should have the right not to come out if you don't want to. That's your business. And nobody has the right to force you to come out. Everybody has their rights. But the reality is, all the work and the attitude of the young people and even older, some old people, the attitudes and the stupidity. Oh, we should be quiet and stay in the closet. And some are there saying, who cares what was happened in the past? We have this freedom. And I'm like, it makes you feel crappy. And you don't really know why. You think, why did I waste my time? But the point is that you still have your rights, and I can, if I want to, which I always did though. I've always had pins, and when I was younger, I had the pink triangle. I had all these other things, and no one paid attention because that's who I was. I wore a pin of a skeleton on my trench coat. I wore giant wizards and everything. And a lot of people were like, well, why doesn't Manuel have a white face? It's because I don't want to put makeup on. I'm goth, but I'm not goth. I'm me. I'm not going to be an effeminate person so that you would be comfortable with me being gay. I am not going to put lipstick on and everything to make you happy and comfortable. It's just not who I am. If I do it, I'm doing it for fun, which I haven't really ever done it, to be honest. Only time I've ever done those things was for the theatrical class and to get an A plus. I got high class grades, and it was fun. I got to know people. I got to um, learn that I like Avita products way, way, way back, and take care of my skin and take care of my hair, which I had um, my hair stiff, but with the Avita products, it kept it soft. It kept it from breaking out, kept it from losing my hair. I kept my skin clean, kept me from breaking out. It kept me from burning and peeling and yuck, all that horrible stuff that other people are finding out. Put sunscreen. Well, that doesn't work on me for some reason. So instead, I use my Aveda mist and I spray that mist on me, and poof, my skin gets the red goes away and I don't burn. I don't end up peeling like I used to. But that's who I am. I'm not going to say I'm sorry or whatever. That's who God wanted me to be, a gay man that doesn't go around carrying a purse, going or anything, or gay man pretending he's something he's not. I pretended for a while because I thought I wanted to be straight, and I dated two beautiful, beautiful women. And the last one, I asked her, um, I apologized and I let her know that I was gay. And she says, I know you are. And I said, how? And she says, well, because straight men don't fulfill the needs of their partner, they only fulfill their own needs. And I said, okay. And she says, and you do the opposite. And you're loving and caring, and we have too much fun. And we became really, really good friends. We became huge, even better friends when she knew who I really was. So it's really your choice, and to listen to the crap that these gay wannabe or fake Christians and all that. But the reality is, God made us this way. I guess He's using us to test the straight people to see if they do what they're supposed to do, is love thy neighbor as they do themselves, is to turn the other cheek, is not to judge, and see what happens. I have lots of straight friends, I got lots of gay friends. It's really up to you whether you let the gayness, you stand up there and, pretend. I am who I am. I am gay. But I'm not going to shove it down people's throats because that's not who I am. I'm private. I fought for the right to hold my partner's hand in public, but I won't do that. That's not who I am. I fight for the right to kiss in public, which is so gross. I always get all these straight people around me kissing, and smacking their lips. It's just, ugh. It's not me. It's just like one of the grossest thing I always, you know, I hate to say, but it's reality. I really hate when straight women, gay women, what any kind of women say this. It's natural. Um, no, what's natural is to have you cover your breasts and not expose yourself and feed your baby. My mom always did that. Everybody in the Hispanic world that I know always did that. But no, there's these white women that have to plop up their titty and expose it to the world to feed their baby. And in the Hispanic world that I was brought up with, you take a blanket and you give privacy to your baby while they're eating. Have some decency. And then when they say, "Oh, it's natural," I say it's natural for me to use the restroom. So it'll be okay for me to go and squat down next to you and use the restroom. That's disgusting. Exactly. You don't like that. Well, I don't like this. I don't want to see that while I'm trying to eat my dinner. I'm in a restaurant, so I want to sit here privately and eat. Now, if you want to do that at home. Go into the bathroom and have some privacy and do that. But don't force me and all these other people to get glances of you doing that. And boom, a lot of people go, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." I don't care. I'm not interested in seeing that. Even my straight friend didn't want to see her feeding her baby. What can I say? What do you think? Do you feel the same way I do? Not about that. Well, about that too, but about the drama and the way the young people dismiss all the hard work other gay people had to go through, even straight. There were straight people in the line with us, fighting, trying to get rights for everybody. What do you think? How do you feel about the whole situation? Let me know. Subscribe to my channel, put the little hand up, and type me a little message what you think. How do you feel about what I said, and how do you feel about the same questions? You can go and see it on Jubilee and see how you felt about watching what's going on and how these people sort of disregard all the hard work a lot of people did to give them those rights. I mean, the other ones sort of, but at the same time, they still weren't exactly there, thankful for all that work. Anyway, it's Manuel. Subscribe, put the little hi, leave a message, and I'll see you in church.